Hello, thanks for joining me today. I wanted to take the time to introduce you to Jason Ball. Jason, thanks for joining me. I thought it was a really good chance for us to have a bit of a chat, run through sort of your background and get a really good understanding of who you are and what you bring to IAD and your organisation. So let's start at the beginning. How long have you been in agency?
38 years.
38 years. And where was that? Did that start as sort of an independent or a corporate agency?
Yeah.
How did it work?
Independent, office junior.
Yep.
Doing all of the things that an office junior
From
does.
the ground up.
Exactly. So all of the unglamorous jobs.
Yeah.
Bit of an interesting story because actually I became a branch manager at 19.
Wow.
Totally unprepared for it.
Yeah.
But just full of ambition, full of sort of like bravery.
Yeah.
From there I managed to get into the corporate world. Spent 15 years working for Countrywide.
Okay. Yeah.
Reached the regional director status, then went on to become a managing director and an independent.
Brilliant.
So my experience has been pretty broad. It's gone from office junior right the way up to chief operating officer.
Yeah.
And everything in between.
Fantastic. So such a sort of a breadth of experience, and I suppose that then sort of plays into your role with us here. So explain to us a bit about the role and the responsibilities that you have here at IAD.
Yeah, so I guess, probably the one thing I've realised over the years is that my real talent lies in helping people recognise what they've got within them, pulling it out of them, helping them realise their potential, whatever that may be, their personal ambitions. So I guess, the whole concept behind being the head of coaching and training is to make sure I set the mood, the tempo, the content, and all the mechanisms to make sure that our guys and girls that are out in the field are benefiting from sharp industry knowledge, best practices, modern thinking, just to make sure they are really ready for the future.
And I know we've been speaking about it a lot, but I think there's such an exciting space to be able to work within the training and development, because for the greatest agents and generally the greatest people, the training never stops. The learning is an evolving process, and it's constant, right?
I think the one thing for me is, although I've been an agent for a long time, I think the one thing I've always done is keep my mind open.
Yeah.
So the things that I did in 1984, I know wouldn't necessarily work today.
Yeah.
And I think it is that moving with the time and having that real hunger and thirst for constant knowledge and upgrading what you do. And I think that's what keeps you current.
And obviously we deal with a lot of agents and transitioning agents from one brand to another, and people with some experience. But how does the training platform look like for people that don't have any experience and think that actually agency could be a real opportunity for me?
Yeah, I tell you what it plays to. It plays heavily to giving people enough knowledge to work in the industry, but it does build massively on encouraging your own individuality, skills, personality.
Yeah.
But I think lots of industries have got skills that people develop, whether it be questioning skills, relationship building, empathy, all of those kind of things. If you've got that in your kit bag, bring it with us to IAD and we'll give you the template to work on and actually maximise what's naturally within you.
Yeah, some of the greatest agents I think we've actually had and ever dealt with have come from outside of industry, and those great core skills and great people skills can be found in such a wide variety of places, and the estate agency, lettings agency, the skills that you need to operate within the industry, well, we can teach you that, So
for me, the best industries are people that have got real sharp people skills.
Yep.
And I think, for me as an estate agent, I've worked with people that have been fresh into the industry, and I've learned a hell of a lot from them.
Definitely.
Because what they do is they bring things into it that I wouldn't have encountered as a estate agent, because that's what I do, and that's the way we do it. And I think if we can get this kind of happy medium where we've got some really experienced people integrating with some fresh entrants to the industry, and the freshmen and bringing some really good practices from elsewhere into it, then I think we've got a really hope.
Yeah, definitely.
Business.
I'm so excited about that, sort of how that can grow and how we can.
And I've seen it in France. I guess unlike yourself, I've been working in France for the last 6 months on a sort of couple of days a month basis to see how the international teams of IAD work, and it is quite sensational. So the challenge is for us to replicate that in the UK.
Absolutely, that's what we'll do. Brilliant. Thank you very much. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
So, cheers.